Ghana is grappling with runaway inflation as prices of basic commodities have spiraled. Government finances are also at their weakest in years. Ghana's local currency, the cedi, is now the world's worst performer against the US dollar, a signal of the depth of the country's economic crisis. So how did Ghana get here? By the year 2000, the government of Ghana had borrowed so much that the country was in debt distress. It then subscribed to the heavily indebted Poor Countries Initiative of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. By the time the initiative ended in 2006, Ghana's total public debt stock was $780 million, that is 25% of its GDP. However, the debt stock has since risen by 7,000% to $54 billion, which is 78% of GDP. Ghana's economist Adu Ausu Sarkodie explains why. Between 2017 and 2019, Ghana's debt stock grew astronomically. He argues that, beyond the normal drivers, there were three main reasons: the country's energy sector debt, the financial sector cleanup exercise undertaken by the country's central bank, and the impact of the COVID pandemic. According to a report by the New York Times, President Nana Akufo, Ado's administration had no choice but to agree to a $3 billion loan from the lender as last resort, the International Monetary Fund, which helped to explain Ghana's financial crisis, in which government organizations owed billions to contractors and were in serious debt. The media outlet noted that the financial crisis has had far-reaching effects, with many contractors laying off workers, exacerbating the country's unemployment problem. Emmanuel Cherry, the chief executive of the Association of Ghanaian Construction Companies, recently disclosed that government back payments to contractors amounted to a staggering 15 billion cedis, or roughly $1.3 billion before interest. The reports also disclosed that the Ghanaian government owes independent power producers $1.58 billion and is in danger of experiencing widespread blackouts. The government is essentially bankrupt. It was the 17th time Ghana has been compelled to turn to the fund since it gained independence in 1957. This latest crisis was partly prompted by the havoc of the coronavirus pandemic, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and higher food and fuel prices. The report read in parts, the IMF presented a comprehensive rescue plan to address Ghana's debt, reining spending, increasing revenue, and protecting the most vulnerable populations while negotiating with foreign creditors. The issue was a significant topic of discussion at the just-ended United Nations General Assembly. The growing debt load for developing nations, estimated to exceed $200 billion, was also another major topic of discussion. The report noted that the recent inflow helped stabilize the economy by reducing currency swings and boosting confidence. Even with inflation still around 40%, it has decreased from its peak of 54% in January. The reports also disclosed that the Ghanaian government owes independent power producers $1.58 billion and is in danger of experiencing widespread blackouts. In May, Ghana's president relayed that the $3 billion IMF bailout would not instantly solve the nation's economic problems. IMF's program addresses important concerns, but Sidi Tsikata, a senior fellow at the African Center for Economic Transformation in Accra, who was quoted in the study, questioned if Ghana would be able to avoid experiencing similar financial difficulties. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more videos.